no more news that, it's going to be a new dawn, so to say, from all indications in the United States of America today, as Joe Biden will officially start his tenure as a democratically elected president of America. After all the shenanigans that followed the election, today is the day. For the past 1 week, there have been rehearsals here and there on how the program is going to look like. And so, we want to look at his inauguration and the global expectation. The topic is Biden's inauguration, global expectations. We're happy that one of our regular public affairs analysts has made it to the studio this morning. I'm talking about Dr. Ebenezer Okom. Dr. Okom, you're welcome to the program.
Good morning. Good morning, Akim.
One would have expected you to be in America.
For
the inauguration.
Yes, Akim, yes. To start with, I'm very happy. I think this is the third session we are having on Biden, and I've been very, very happy to be part and parcel of this discourse. Yes, I was supposed to be there. In fact, I had invitation by some friends. That was when Biden won. But this issue of Corona came in and disrupted everything. And I found out that it's not going to be that easy. And to make matters worse, the lockdown in D.C. is, I don't think air can pass now in D.C. And D.C. happens to be a very small, tiny place. It's not as big as Abeokuta. You can walk around it, but you have many monuments there in D.C., very small town. You have the Capitol, where you had the epic battle. Of January, you have the Library of Congress, you have the Supreme Court, and then you have the Lincoln Memorial. Actually, the Lincoln Memorial is, I like American history, and I like European history. I've not seen a bit of African history for me to learn. I just enjoy reading those things. If you know about the history of some of these monuments and you see them, you feel that you say God is an American. Like the Lincoln Memorial, Abraham Lincoln, the statue, looking down on people. It is amazing. It's amazing to feel it. And it's a nice place, but unfortunately, it's supposed to be a celebration, as usual. But it's too bad this time around. We can, and a lot of people, and a lot of Americans may not be able to attend it. Maybe watching it in television sets and whatever, so it wouldn't be possible. All because of what the Iranian president said, although he was vilified, during the fracas of 6th of January. Other people were saying, oh, America will recover, oh, America, democracy must not fail, and all that. And he said something which touched me. He said, look, when you allow a madman to control, you say a country, I will say society, an enterprise, this is what normally happens. That if you look at it, juxtapose it, in our country, in our universities, in our hospitals, in our corporate affairs, when you have people who are not supposed to be there, people which you should not allow to be there, and we allow them in the name of so many guises, what you have is what we've seen in America. So I wasn't surprised about the last 4 years of this man. Thank God he's finishing in the next 12 hours. By 12 midday American time. And that will be about 6 p.m. West African time. He should be on his way to his resort in Florida and leave the world alone to rest and breathe properly.
Okay, Charity James is also here. A whole lot of questions to issues to look at. Okay, Charity.
I wanted to ask our passionate Biden friend that the inauguration theme for the inauguration, Biden and Kamala's inauguration is a determined democracy, forging a more perfect union. Looking at that theme, are we saying U.S. has a faulty union and Biden is there to make a perfect union?
Thank you very much. What you have asked me is what I have been, when I have opportunity to discuss, public discourse. When you listen, you hear things like, America is a divided country. In Nigeria, oh, come on, Nigeria is a divided country. United Kingdom is a divided country. Even Europe, if you talk of the small companies of Europe, they are divided countries. So when they now use the word Nigeria is divided country, I say, tell me which country is not divided. Tell me, please. Just, is it Brazil or where? So, but the important thing is that we will always have these differences, but our ability to unite and make it work seamlessly is what makes a nation. It's what makes us developed. It's what makes us maybe the essence of democracy, or perhaps what makes us in a committee of nations trying to fulfill what we are supposed to do. So the fact that it's a divided country is not the issue. What have they been doing to unite the country? You can see that most of the things happening in America now, which is very, very, which people are saying, so this one can happen in America. The reason is that it's always been there. But American presidents have always found a way of uniting that coalition. Is it Clinton? Is it the George Bush Sr. or Jr.? Is it our own Obama? They have always been trying to unite the nation. But this man came in and then opened up fault lines, which have always been there for ages. And what we saw is this. And if you look at their campaign that came, Biden's campaign was that of a president, of that of a father who wants to unite his children. He was not, how will I say, violent in his speech. He was talking of things that will unite America. He was thinking of things that will make people better. He wasn't addressing a particular segment of the society. But Trump was more interested in his, his group. And as he rightly said, that if he shoots one of their mothers, they will still stand for supporting, which is theirs. He said it. If I bring out the gun and shoot their mother, they will still support me. When you have that type of base, it's limited. And that is why he could not go more than that 70 million he had. That is how much his base can go, the population. But the other people who are more, and he couldn't invite people to his base. His base are people, whatever he says, they will vote for him. He couldn't invite people from other segments to join his base. And that's one of the reasons he lost. So it's going to be a difficult job for Biden, both in the nation called America and the outside world, in Europe, the Americas, down there, Africa, and all that. And I ask a question. Akim, can you tell me any country, any man Trump has not insulted? The Pope, the Queen, the UK Prime Ministers? Africa, no. Is it not that even our own Buhari? So
even the press.
Of course, the press, he vilified the press, except a clique of his, like Fox News and Mark. Is it Mark? Yes. Apart from that, he insulted everybody. Is it not women? He insulted them, and all women journalists had a hard time during this man's regime. And the way I look at it is that I think we should not look at what is happening. We should tell ourselves that, after all, everybody is not perfect. America itself, the bastion of democracy, is not perfect. They have demonstrated that, we are not perfect, but we have mechanisms that can checkmate this, what I would call this type of people who can stray to politics. Occasionally happens. In the last 200 years, they've tried. This is the first time we are having a president being impeached 2 times, a president who is not attending inauguration, I think the second one, and all that. These are not what America is all about. It means that they have problems too. It means that we have problems. That the issue is not overblowing it. The issue is, how do we make sure that we form the coalition? It's not running down on any particular. That is the lesson I look at it from the Nigerian point of view. Let's forget about, America, something has happened to them, yes. But what have they done? Their system in the country has resurrected and said, no, the system stands. Despite all the push and pull, the system still stands, and then the will of the people was not subverted. And this goes to Anna Kim, the point I've always been telling people, that democracy is not stone. Democracy is very fragile. Democracy is not that constitution. Democracy is us. How we want our democratic issues to be taken care of. Americans said, no, this is what we want. This is what our forefathers wanted, and all that. It's fragile anywhere in the whole world. If a country has had democracy for 200 years and still having these problems, some of us in Nigeria were saying this can happen, we are better than this Jari and all that. But they have pulled up from the abyss. And it means that we should protect democracy. It's not shouting from the rooftops. It's not making us a pronouncement. It's not changing the constitution. It's not, how will I say it, changing service chiefs. Because if as soon as we say service chief, I mean so much noise about it, and I start wondering whether service chief was a form of rice which they will give to us when they change service chief and all that. What has that one got to do with what they're talking about? It is we, the people, if we say we want it to work. Okay, if I may quickly add here, the people use that word that they say we, the Nigerian, that it wasn't written by us, it was written by the military and all that and all that. Those military are from Israel, are they not Nigerians? Are they not part of the Nigerian social destiny? Are they not Nigerians who wrote it? The important thing is that if we decide, the democracy must work, give and take.
You just said something that is very important now, and I think while you are analyzing America, you said even in Nigeria, change the service chiefs 100 times. Once the system and the facilities are not there to support, we continue to get the same result.
The same result, yes.
So, looking at the American experience, I mean, it has shown that the system is the system. Once it is solid, there could be men of different characters. There could be men of questionable characters that could just even attain the highest position.
Exactly.
But the system should be the system, and that is what is working for America.
Exactly.
So the lesson here for Nigeria.
That is the lesson, Akim. The lesson is not, I'm sorry if I might divert a bit in the Nigerian politics, one of the senators who was elected on a particular platform, who was elected for a particular party, now says that they want to, Nigeria was some funny stories. Well, Nigeria, they form a party, APC. Let me use the word APC, was formed in a hurry. That is why some newcomers have hijacked the party. Okorocha, Senator Okorocha, he was elected on a platform of APC to go to this. What has he done? He has not done anything. What he wants is to form another party. You see, this is prostitution, political prostitution. Stay there and have a system. The issue is not forming good people from PDP, APC, moving and forming a cabal, another cabal and all that. No, the issue is the system. Let the system work. Let the system be blind to whoever is there. Let the system be able to discipline state governors, senators, and the head of state. Let the system work. No matter, that is the issue, that is the mantra. Let the system work. As soon as the system works, and you cannot subvert it, I cannot, because Trump did everything to subvert it. He sent people to the Supreme Court hoping that when the time comes, because he knew this may happen, Supreme Court judges were appointed by him, and they said, no, Oga, no. And then even the security force, the FBI and all that, no, sorry, sir, this is where we are supposed to be. You can't do this, you can't do that. If we can do that in this country, if we can't do that, and how will the system work? We should de-emphasize religion. Religion in Nigeria, we're very religious people, we are not godly. 2, ethnicity. We should de-emphasize it. And if we now decide on having the best, excellent. If you go to Harvard, you see Nigerians there being heads of department. If you go to NASA, National Aeronautical and Space Administration, you see Nigerians there, other nationalities, they don't care who you are. At least that work. It is what is inside here. Not because you are related to someone, you are connected and all that. And when they see this is it, when you are arrested on the road for not carrying your papers, forget it. You have to go and do what is supposed to be done. Not that you are president's son and daughter. Do you know who I am? and all that. It doesn't. So when you do that in a society such as ours, that is a this thing, then we will get to that. We are not, there's no perfect world, but we can make it better. And Nigeria is positioned in terms of population, in terms of resources, in terms of people to run this country. Okay, if you go outside this country and see Nigerians, they say this one. Even in this at CNN, if you see there's one Washington Post correspondent, Oladele something, he's a Nigerian, I'm sure he's from the Yoruba land. For you to be seconded to White House for Washington Post, it's not just meant for anybody. You see Nigerians who are becoming senators, Nigerian American, occupying posts. They are not there because they are Nigerian. They are there because of this. And I can assure you, if those characters came to Nigeria,
Federal character would knock them out.
Federal character would knock them out. Would knock them out, and then we start complaining.
Doctor, let me ask this question.
Yes.
There is a video that has gone viral now where Joe Biden was seen talking to a Nigerian family, the father, and thanking the father for the support. I mean, going to that level. Now, it's not about being a Nigerian. The person there is even from Ibadan, because Biden asked, where are you from in Nigeria? And he said, we are from the southwest Ibadan. But what does this say about his policy to immigrants compared to what immigrants went through
During Trump's
time?
This is the beauty of this man, Biden. But before I go into that, there was another landmark when JFK was being inaugurated. It was a Nigerian girl, about 10 years, who stood up, I think, sang the American anthem flawlessly. A Nigerian young lady who did that in America. And people say, wow, this Nigeria, although we have spoiled it now, it was good before, and then people gave us this. Nigeria is a country in the whole world, despite our inadequacies, you forget or you negate at your own peril. We have the population, we have the people. Somehow, God is always on our side somehow. So for him to have done that, it was strategic, a master stroke. Nigeria, where do we get Nigeria, despite our own flaws, to our own side? Don't forget that Trump insulted Nigerians, insulted our president, he called us shithole, he did everything about Nigeria, he did all sorts of immigration laws. As far as I'm concerned, it was targeted at Nigerians, and he did all sorts of things. Took decisions like, oh, Nigeria is having religious war, whatever that means, I don't know. Oh, you must do that to Nigeria and all that. He did all that. I think what Biden is trying to do is to say, look, in Africa, we are number one. We have the number one economy. We have number one in population. That is from IMF. The economy is the biggest in Africa. You can't neglect Nigeria. So he was a master stroke. What is he saying? I'm sure that before his 4-year term ends, he will visit Nigeria. I can have that prediction. He will visit us. Trump never thought of visiting us. He never visited any African country. He didn't believe. His whole war is America, Mar-a-Lago in Florida, maybe go to New York and maybe Camp David and stay. He never went to any place. In fact, he was so uncomfortable, even going to France, his allies and all that. He was so uncomfortable going to Switzerland. But this man is a man who is going to bring us, despite the inadequacies and deficiencies. Don't forget, Joe Biden has been a senator for 35 years. Yes. The only thing Trump has done is selling houses, doing some form of fraud, not paying tax and all that. He's never been in real government. So a man who has been a senator since he left the university for 35 years, being a vice president under a first-class president for 8 years, oh, come on. Akim, that is enough preparation to make him the president of America. And I'm so happy America elected him. And you're going to see all the damages done in the last 4 years. Systematically, he's going to repair it one by one. He has started with Nigeria, and I'm happy that it happened from the southwest where I come from. No, Nigerian constitution says that if you've been in the place for over
you should be called an October now.
Yes, I'm so happy you selected us from the southwest to tell us we are coming. Yes, I think that's a master stroke.
Okay, doctor. Let's continue. We are looking at what he can accomplish within these 4 years.
Yes.
Do you think he will only face the immigration policy? Because with what we've gotten from the press, he has started with upturning some of the policies Trump have made, and that is not affecting people positively. Do you think upturning these policies won't bring negative intention to his administration?
I don't think the word is upturning some of those obnoxious,
Okay.
what do you call it?
Reversing.
No, those things he used to sign, executive orders. Yeah. No, they are going to be reviewed. The man is not going to act rashly. They are going to review it and see the one that will give the world, not only America, make the world a better place. Immigrant situation. Do you know that one of the economic problems we have is that America is not buying our oil? America was our biggest buyer until this Trump came and said, no, don't forget about it and all that. And that's why we are still having this economic problem. Look, if Guatemala has a good economy, if Nicaragua has a good economy,
Singapore
has, if Nigerians have good economy, then the pressure of going to America will be less. Everybody believes that it's God's own country. Look at the caravan moving. Some of them are so happy. Oh, Biden is back. Oh, God, we are going there to go and work. Because the economy there in their home country is not working well. If you can take care of them, then we will reduce the pressure of people going to America. That is number one. And also, two, is that, as I said, our economy, and two, is that, of course, our technology is going to improve it, and we are going to have we are going to benefit more from American technology, American way of thinking. Don't forget, our constitution, governance system, our federal system of government is modeled against the American system. I see it rubbing on us. I see it making us a better place, and I see us reducing the tension in Nigeria, and perhaps deepening democracy, because I can assure you that some of our Nigerian politicians are learning. They are learning from what happened. They are learning electoral process, what have you. We are learning from it, from the masters, despite their inadequacy. We are now not going to be under that. Even the elections now is not going to be do or die, because you win. Look at what happened in America and the system, and also you benefit the system. If the system improved by a notch, I think we will be in a better place.
All right, we are looking at Biden's inauguration, global expectations. You can also be part of the program. The number will be on your screen. You can make your contributions. I'm not too sure you want to ask questions, but if you have questions, you can also ask questions. Dr. Okom is here. You made something while we expect the calls. I don't know. Is it because we should also juxtapose and look at the lesson we can learn and take the positive away from the experience of America, not saying that if Americans can go to attack Capitol, we should also go to attack Aso Rock. That's not the lesson we're talking about. Yeah, you just mentioned right now that Joe Biden was a senator for 35 years, and of course eventually became the vice president to a charismatic president.
Exactly.
So to
That's
say.
the word to use.
That's the word to use. Now, 35 years as a senator, can it happen in Nigeria? If it cannot happen, is it because of the type of politics we play? No, it's not. We are not. It's not meant from your family alone. You go and sit down. It doesn't really matter the positive things the senator has brought to his constituency, to the state, to the nation. No, you are the same family. You are the only family around. You have eaten enough. Let another. Let's take this call. You come and react.
Yes.
Okay, I just thought we had a call. Okay, the call is back. Let's see. Hello. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name? Okay. Yeah, you can. Are you asking a question?
Yes, I'm asking the question.
Okay. That's what? That the experience...
in America has demonstrated
deficiency of the democracy.
Okay, I think we got it.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir, for that question. One is that nobody says democracy is perfect. I remember when Bill Clinton visited the National Assembly in Nigeria, he said, democracy is not perfect. Democracy may not be very good, but which other alternative do we have? Better alternative do we have? And that statement touched me. They have never said democracy is perfect. They have never said it, but he said, as we are now, until someone can invent another way, that is still the best we have. And of course, he has a lot of imperfections. They would tell you the imperfections in democracy and all that. One of the imperfections is allowing a madman to enter the White House. Democratic was elected democratically. That was the beauty of democracy. He didn't rig the election. He went there like Trump went there. And he was the American president who was virtually a tyrant, and an undemocratic person who went to use the same system to climb to the, and then decided that electoral college is something, they shouldn't be doing this and do. That is what happened. But as the saying goes, as we are saying, the system will not allow such undemocratic behaviors even if you get to the highest.
To continue.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Let's take another call. Let's take another call. Hello. Good morning. Your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Alaji Ake.
From where?
Yeah, I'm calling from Obada.
Yeah, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, morning.
Morning, sir.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, what happened in America now, everybody's, hello?
Yeah, we are listening.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think what is happening in America now, everybody's, even the Africa and other continents, are very happy because of the fact that, Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump is a racist and the religious bigot, and that is deciding the whole country now that have that kind of a leader. And that's why you see Donald Trump is supporting a racist in America. That's why everything is turned upside down. And as that Biden is now coming to America, and I think everything will be settled, both in Africans and other countries. We'll pray that as this happened over there, may God let the whole continent, the whole world be settled. Thank you very much.
Thank you for that contribution.
All right, let's see. Do we have another call? Because that question I asked you is very germane.
Yes.
Okay, let's take this one. They will now react to that question. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name? Are you part of this program? Okay, Dr. Okom.
Yes. Akim, what that was a $1 million question you asked. And I wish that Nigerians listen to that question and how it affects us. Joe Biden was a senator for 35 years. And nobody said, now you alone day, now you see your family and all that. And that is why we've always lost. We must change for changing. We are not changing for a functional, a better thing. It cannot happen in Nigeria. I can't see it in my lifetime happening. When you see a good person, you know the man can perform and all that, you won't let him. You start bringing other sentiments inside him. And I might use Ogun State as one of the, what happened the other time. Naye alone day, yes, I know he's good. Yes, he's good. But let another person come. And now, and when we have another person coming now, we start praying to God to change. They left him there because he was good. And then when he became president and went back to his home state, good man. The man performed within the limits of what he had. Why don't we have such things? Why don't we have senators who have been there for many, many years? They take politics as a career there. Career in the sense that you're not just saying my people. You go there and perform. Most of them, those senior senators, some of them for 30 years, 20 years and all that, longest serving senator and all that, they are there, and that is why there is continuity in their policy. That is why it's not easy to subvert the constitution there. That's why you can't just come out because you have money. You just come in, money millionaire, and then my people, and then after some time, you fade off and all that. So I think the last senators group we had in Nigeria, about 80% of them were newcomers.
Do you blame the people or the system that is making politics to be a career thing? Of course, if you look at what they earn, if you look at which is not for now still official, you hear this, you hear this from the senators or but we know that it's stupendous, no doubt about it. Is that not the fault of the system?
Well, I will use the word system. No senator decided a salary or a monument. It is what people said they should earn. Nobody has challenged them. I've gone to court to say you are earning illegally. So if they say that Toncom should earn 10 million per second, and then Akim has been earning 10 million, the Toncom will earn. So what is wrong there? Why? How come we allow such a thing to happen? How come we allowed senators to earn that much? They didn't just wake up and then started earning it. It is we who wrote perhaps the Constitution and the revenue mobilization. That is the thing. It's there in the Constitution. You cannot change it. If we allow them to earn that money, so that is not a problem. We allowed it. It's not that the senator decided that. That is the point I'm saying. The American senator goes by train and car. And there's no official car for them. There's nothing like that. I don't think they have anything called official residence. They stay in Washington, D.C., and then when they finish, they go back to their constituency. But our own people stay in Abuja. The reason Akko Village, you said Akko Village. Why should you have Akko Village if you earn that amount of money? Then why do you still give them such luxuries? You don't see that in the U.S. Furniture allowance, coat allowance, air allowance, car allowance. They change their cars. Where American, they manufacture cars and all that. They do buy cars for senators. Who said we should buy cars for senators? Who said it? It is there in the Constitution. It's there. So that is our Constitution. So that is the system we are talking of. It shouldn't have allowed to happen.
Okay, Doctor.
Let's take this call, Charity, then you come with your question. Okay, you can go ahead with your question.
For any administration to be successful,
yes,
that means the aides surrounding the head must be seen to be working.
Yes.
Now, with what we've heard, Joe Biden has selected some people to be his aides, and they are kickstarting from today. Do you think Joe Biden will work perfectly with these aides he has selected?
After this call, Doctor, you answer the question. Hello. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good
Your
morning.
name?
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel is calling from where?
From Ogun.
Go ahead, Emmanuel. You're on the show. Hello, Emmanuel. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes,
Doctor.
Charity, that's a good question. I watch his nominees, and at times I wanted to cry. Because most of those nominees, when they tell you their story, you know that those people are not going to go and do nonsense. I'm a single mother. I'm an immigrant. I'm this. I came from here. And these are people who have made their marks in their chosen fields and careers. All of them. You have a Nigerian there, Nigerian American there.
Yes.
I bet is it one or two of them? And these are holding high people. He selected people. You see, he couldn't have done less. You have been a senator for 31 years. You've been vice president for 8 years. And then you have people like Obama and men of goodwill surrounding you. You must get the best from the system. And he got the best. Not only the best, people have the background story, family histories, which shows that they should not go down there and go and mess up. Some of them have been people, I'm immigrant, I'm this, I'm that, I passed through this one. And these are masterpieces in their children's career. Look at Talent, that woman who was the Treasury Secretary, who was in Obama's regime, who was taking care of his, after Alan Greenspan. I think that lady, and she's, I think, how will I put it? This woman discusses economy and all that Obama was making fun of her, that when the husband is economist too, that when they sit on the dining table, the only thing they discuss is economy. They don't discuss food and all that. Those are the people that are Nobel Prize winners. Nobel Prize winners are in his It's in this thing. You can't be a Nobel Prize winner and you are not going there for money. You are going there to make a mark. And he has chosen them. Is it his Attorney General? Is he Secretary of... mention it. So he selected because he knew. As soon as he won the election, he wasn't interested in all these things. He was sitting down to make sure that vet the people he wanted to be cabinet. And they have started, what do you call them? Clearing them. The Senate started...
Clearing them.
Yes, clearing them now. In fact, I was shocked. They've started to give them... yes, clearance, yes, to start working.
Okay, which means that it's starting from an
optimistic
note.
Of course, no. I have no doubt in my mind.
When Trump came in, the fear started.
The fear started. No, the fear started and all that. America first. America, no. You can't be a father. God has given America, sorry.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is Kole.
You're welcome, Kole. Yes.
All right, thank you.
Another contribution ending with prayers. When we will start walking the talk?
Akim, I've always said it, and I will repeat it again, that God did not elect Biden. God did not elect Obama. Americans decided
Even
to
Trump.
elect. God did not elect Trump. Americans. So when we start starting and ending in prayer, that is one of our problems. I said religion. That we allow religious sentiments to cloud what we are saying. The man said something about they don't do anything. One is that, what do we expect of our senators? When a senator says, I will come and air condition the streets, a senator, that is not the work of the senator. That's the work of, if you can air condition the street, the work of the state governor. If a senator from Ogun State, you come and tell me I will tar roads, I will tell you no. You see, we ourselves don't even know what these senators stand for, what they do. So we come and hold them, yes, what their duties are. So we now come
Even and empowerment is not their duty.
Yes, empowerment is not their duty.
It's not their duty.
Constituency project is not their duty. But that is what we use to judge them. And so they play to the gallery and allow us to be dragged on the floor all the time. That is not the duty. Their own is to make laws. Look, American senator cannot say, I want to come and build you roads. He would say that. He's talking of policies that will make your work. He's talking of how do you attract federal government facilities.
Projects.
Projects, not himself being the executor of the project. When you see a senator building, empowering people in Nigeria with what do you call it, hair dryers and better pack by number generator, that is not. But that is what we do. When you now go to a senator's house and say your daughter has no money to go to school, that is not the job of a senator to send your child to school. It's not the job of a senator to feed you. It's not a senator because you are bereaved, you should come and bury your mother and your father and continue. That is not the work of a senator. But that's what we used to, yes.
Hello. Hello. All right, we lost that. All right, the call is back. Let's see. Hello. Hello. All right, we're looking at Biden's inauguration, the global expectations, and we've been looking at so many issues and the lessons too coming out from our discussion on what Nigeria should learn, not only as people in government, not only as politicians, but even as Nigerians.
Yes.
And of course, we must work to make the system tick so that no matter the personality, the system should be the one to judge, not somebody turning the system around, so to say. Let's take this call. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
What's your name?
I don't think that call is for us.
So, well, generally, because we are almost hitting the home stretch of the program. Okay, let's see if we are lucky with this one. Hello. Hello. Generally, the global expectations.
Yes, we expect America to go back to its allies. We expect America to re-befriend the friends of America and the friends of the world. We expect America to isolate dictators. What we saw with Trump was that he loved dictators. Oh, Donald Trump loved dictators. If you're a dictator, he loves you. That is why some form of democratic dictator like the Brazilian Bolsonaro in Brazil, he was a very good friend. I don't think Bolsonaro believes that Trump lost election. Up to today, he's still thinking that he won the election. The North Korean dictator loves them. That is why he loves the dictators in the Middle East. That's where they are friends and business partners and all that. And I hope that he will now, of course, Biden is a Democrat to the core. I hope that will happen and that will facilitate world economy. Look, you fight with China. America fought with China, economic fight with China. You fight with Europe, World Trade Organization, Canada. You have everybody was, where they be cheating us. No, I don't think so. China must be managed. You are not the first person who saw what happened with China. China is an economy you cannot ignore. China is a group. You know, they don't talk so much. They just keep quiet and do what they want to do. They will undermine you. And most of the things he said, Trump said he was going to do, China is going to pay these, they are going to pay tariffs. It's Americans who ended up paying those tariffs. He said he was going to build wall from in Mexico, so South America. Mexico is going to pay for it. And Americans paid for those useless walls. Americans paid. Their taxpayers' money was going to be like no Mexican money was inside there. And we hope that those type of things which destabilizes the world economy, because the world economy thrives on trust and thrives on someone giving a leader you can trust. That is why the world financial system would have collapsed. I thank God that I might use God this time around. That he never had another 4 years. If he had another 4 years, it could have been disaster for the whole world. And I thank American system for standing. I thank the Americans for saying, please, we in Nigeria here, some of our pastors were praying for Trump. Whatever they say is a Christian, is a born again. At times I start wondering, Akim.
Dr. Yes, do you have fear for this administration, for Joe Biden's administration?
Like any other administration, I don't have fear because it's going to go wrong. I don't have fear because it's going to be a dictator. My only fear is that the work is too much.
Okay.
Our expectation is too much. The damage done by 4 years cannot be corrected in 4 years. So that is my own fear, that the man will go in there and see a lot of rot, a lot of mess that will take a long time.
Quickly, as we wrap up, Dr. Com, American relationship with UK post-Brexit?
Yes, I'm sure, I put it this way, I'm sure that if Biden had been there before Brexit, it wouldn't have happened. It happened in the twilight of Obama, which that Brexit thing happened. Akim, from what I'm hearing, because I follow also the British issue, I'm sure some of them are beginning to understand that Brexit, some of them are complaining now that we were told lies, that they told us lies and all that they are not going to enjoy it. They could have been better. I'm not a Briton, I'm not there. But I believe that from my own perspective here, it could have been a better place if they still stayed there in that union. They are going to have tariffs now going to France. You can't fly in like that. They are no more in the Schengen this thing. Some of the this thing who used to move across, you can't move across again. I don't think they're enjoying. I don't see the benefit. But it was nationalism, what I would call narrow nationalism. Yes, we must stand British law. What are they having? They are having problems with the Scots. The Scots are saying their fishes is getting rotten because they can't get into Europe. Nobody is eating their fish. Is that what? So I'm sure that he will manage it, but they will not reverse it. They will not reverse their keep.
Thank you very much. Of course, we must just want to rejoice with Americans for getting to another milestone. And of course, it's been a smooth democracy since so many years ago. It doesn't matter the flaws here and there, they are marching on, and that's what democracy is all about.
Exactly.
And that's the lesson we think Nigeria should also learn. Yes, we'll walk, we'll fumble, we'll stumble, we'll rise up, but we will get there.
We must
and of course,
move.
positive things that should make the system work and make our democracy a worthwhile is what should be the focus of everybody. So, I want to thank Dr. Ebenezer Okom, a public affairs analyst, for being able to make it to the studio this morning as we discussed Biden's inauguration, global expectations, and those of you who were actually able to call in, we want to thank you. It's still the Wednesday edition of the program that is talking about Newdawn with Charity James and Akim Aki today. We just take this break and we have another session with another guest in-house very, very soon. We'll be back.